In this episode of Hardcore Minecraft, I am going to mine in a straight line for 100,000 blocks and collect every single ore that I find on the way to see just how rich I can become. Let's start by heading underground, and as you can see, my X-coordinate is now 0, which means when we finish this challenge, my X-coordinate will be 100,000. So, let's begin mining. Yep, this is definitely gonna take longer than I thought. Alright, our first diamond ore, let's go. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be mining every single ore I see with a Silk Touch pickaxe. And then when we're finished mining 100,000 blocks, I'm going to mine all of the ores with a Fortune 3 pickaxe. For now, though, let's keep going. Guys, we have a problem. I've just reached 1,000 blocks mined and my pickaxe is about to break. And to make things even worse, I have nowhere to store all of the ores I'm collecting. So what I'm going to do is make myself a ton of diamond pickaxes, upgrade them to netherite, and get a bunch of XP so that I can enchant them all. And this should hopefully be enough to mine 100,000 blocks in a straight line. Let's now head to the end and get our hands on a ton of shulker boxes so I'll be able to store all of the ores I'm going to collect. Now this is exactly what I'm looking for. Hey! There we go, we now have 20 shulker shells, which means that we can go ahead and make a bunch of shulker boxes. Alright, we now have everything that we're going to need to mine 100,000 blocks in a straight line, so let's head back underground and continue mining. Only 99,000 blocks to go. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Ooh, hold up a second. It seems we have like a lush cave right here. Oh wow, this lush cave has so many ores. Some iron, some redstone, some lapis over there, and even some gold. I am taking all of this. Wait. I think I can hear some axolotls somewhere. I need to find these guys. Wait, I think it's coming from up here. Wow. Take a look at these cute axolotls. I really hope nothing bad happens to these guys.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
Anyway, I need to mine all of the ores in this lush cave, so let's get to work. And perfect. Now that we've mined all of the ores in this cave, let's head back to mining in the straight line. And is that a mob spawner? Oh, it is. Wait a second, what is that? What? Now, I've just realized because we found something as lucky as a double mob spawner, we're also going to be able to find things like ancient cities, mine shafts, and even strongholds. Anyway, we're back at the straight line, so let's continue mining. We have stumbled into another cave, but this one is absolutely giant, which means it's filled with tons of ores. And speaking of ores, let's check how many we've mined so far. So as you can see, not only do we have one full shulker box of ores, we almost have 2 full shulker boxes filled with ores. And if we take a look, I've only mined around 4,000 blocks, so just imagine the amount of ores we're gonna have when we're done. Anyway, there's way too many mobs in this cave, so let's get out of here. Ouch. At this point, I hadn't made much progress, and knowing how difficult mining 100,000 blocks in a straight line was going to be, I decided to return to the straight line and continue mining as much as I could. I have done nothing but mine in a straight line for hours. I think I might be going insane. But on the bright side, we are about to hit 10,000 blocks mined. And there it is. So let's now go ahead and make a sign and place it on the 10,000 blocks mark so we can go ahead and show the progress that we have made. Anyway, we have 90,000 blocks left to go, so let's get back to work. Oh, no, please. Oh, my. Wait. What is that? I know we found the double mob spawner earlier, but I think this might be rarer than that. Anyway, let's see how many diamonds this thing has. Here's 1, 2, 5, 7, and 8. And I think that's all of the diamonds mined from this thing. Now, speaking of diamonds, most of the ores that I found while mining 100,000 blocks have actually ended up being diamond ore. So I wonder how many diamond beacons we're going to be able to make at the end of this video. You've gotta be kidding me. Luckily for us, we brought a ton of spare pickaxes and, oh, diamonds. Let's see how many we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's a 13 diamond vein. Anyway, though, we are currently at 15,000 blocks mined, and I really want to get to the 20,000 blocks milestone. So let's keep on mining in a straight line. Oh, hold on a second. We've hit some lava here, so let's just bridge over this. Don't mind me. And back to mining. This is seriously gonna take forever. Let's just keep on mining. It has taken forever, but we are about to hit 20,000 blocks mined. Come on, and there it is. But not only have we just hit 20,000 blocks mined, we also have all 6 of these shulker boxes filled with ores. And speaking of ores, I would probably be able to finish this challenge much faster if I didn't have to stop and mine every single ore that I see. I mean, mining 100,000 blocks in a straight line is going to take long enough on its own. So by mining every ore I see, I'm just making things harder for myself. Anyway, I guess our next stop is 30,000 blocks, so let's do it. Right after I mine these diamonds. Okay, there's literally just 2. Okay, let's go. And just like that, another 10,000 blocks has been mined, which means we're getting closer to the halfway point. So let's just keep on making huge progress. This is the weirdest mine shaft I have ever seen. I mean, it's on fire. And just when I thought this thing couldn't get any weirder, there is literally a zombie spawner in here. And inside the chest we have, oh wow, we have 3 music discs. And another one in here. I think we've just got really lucky finding all of these. So you know what? I'm storing them all in this shulker box. Ooh, this cave also has a giant amethyst geode. That was satisfying. I was now getting closer and closer to hitting 50,000 blocks mined. And well, seeing as that's the halfway point, hitting this milestone is all I could think about. So after mining tons of ores and mining through countless caves, this happened. Come on, and 40,000 blocks. We are 10,000 blocks away from halfway. Now guys, I've been mining in a straight line for hours upon hours, days upon days. And I'm gonna be honest, there has been moments in this challenge that I thought this was impossible, but seeing that we are so close to the halfway mark just puts a big smile on my face. I mean, just take a look at how happy I am. Yep, I definitely think doing this challenge has made me insane. Anyway though, we found another cave, which isn't surprising. And it contains like 1 million mobs. And hundreds of ores. And yep, that is another shulker box filled with ores. We are about to be so rich when we mine all of this with a Fortune 3 pickaxe. But before we can even think about mining all of the ores, we've got to get to that 100,000 mark. Let's check how many blocks we're at. Oh my goodness, yes. We're actually going to hit 50,000. Let's go. You guys have no idea how long I've been mining. It feels like years. All right, here we go. Just a little more mining. And yes, we are halfway to 100,000 blocks. Now, before we finish this challenge and get to 100,000 blocks mined, I need somewhere to place all of these ores because we are running out of space in the shulker boxes. And luckily for us, I have just the idea. So let's head home. Now that we've arrived back home, I want to build a giant version of every single ore, so I can then place the ores I've collected on top of the giant ones. Not only will this look amazing, it will also show us the amount of each ore that we've gathered. Now, I'm going to need a place to build the giant ores, so I'm thinking I build a huge island for them right here. Now, to do that, we're going to need to collect a bunch of dirt, and using this dirt, we can begin constructing the island. Alright, now that we have space to build the giant ores, let's actually begin gathering the resources we need to build them, starting with some wool. Next, we'll get some terracotta. We're also going to need a bunch of different colors of concrete, and thanks to the concrete machine, we can get all of this pretty quickly. Another thing that we need is some deep slate, and finally, I'll go ahead and grab all of the other random blocks we need. Alright, now we have everything. Let's start by building an outline of where we want each giant ore to go. Just like this. Now, we'll start by making the giant diamond ore. Now, to make sure I build it correctly, I'll place the actual diamond ore right here so I can see what it looks like. Alright, let's do this. I really have no idea how this is gonna go. I mean, I feel like we're doing a good job. Okay, we're almost done, and perfect. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, here we go. Oh, okay. That actually looks like diamond ore. I'm actually kind of proud of myself. So for that reason, we'll go ahead and complete the rest of the diamond ore. Alright, now we've finished building one giant ore. Let's get to work building the rest of them, starting with gold ore. And next up, let's build the iron ore. And of course, next to that, we'll build the giant lapis. And finally, the giant redstone ore. And just like that, we have built all of the giant ores, which means we can finally place down all of the ores that we have collected so far. So let's go ahead and do it just like this. And wow, that is a crazy amount of ores. In fact, by doing some quick calculations, I have found out that in total so far, we have collected 15,704 ores, which is just insane. I mean, if this is what we have now, just imagine what we're